They scored early in the second, then again early in the third. But I think if you look at the game as a whole, the chances we gave up versus the chances we created, I think it's one of those ones. You dial in the execution in some of those spots, and I know I missed a couple grade A chances. I think if you ask a few guys, they'd like to, have slid one by them. But Sorokin played really well. They defend hard in front of their net, and I think that's the difference. Kind of one bounce here or there. I know we got the bounce on the power play, but I thought we were right there. I had a lot of chances. I like to compete. It's just one of those ones. They played well. They're desperate. The East is so jam-packed. We know this road trip's going to be a grind with every team kind of fighting for their playoff lives. So watch the tape tomorrow and get ready for the Flyers, and we know what to expect with them.
When it comes to the difficulties this team's had in scoring lately, would execution be a common theme over these 3 games?
I think there's parts of it where there's execution, and there's parts of it where maybe some of it was fatigue in the Nashville game, and then Philly. I just think there was areas in decision making as opposed to the execution that wasn't very good. And then tonight, I thought the effort, the compete, the decision making, the directness was there. It was a couple plays roll off the end of our sticks. A couple plays we miss chances. I had one in the first where I missed a wide open net. Things like that. So I think, out of those 3 games, this one we look at as a whole. You can take some positives. Obviously, there's no moral victories here, but it's a step in the right direction. It's a step closer to how we want our game to look, and you just got to keep tweaking it and keep finding ways. Like JMO's one that goes in off of a skate. I thought the power play had some real good looks, real dangerous tonight. They get the other one in the third period, so a bounce here or there might ignite us, and you kind of look to get back on the right foot in Philly.
On your fight, is it a case of sort of asking and it being answered on account of that hit on Appleton earlier?
Yeah, you know what? That kind of went into the scrum, and obviously I know Romanov's not going to fight, and I wouldn't expect him to, and just asked if anyone wanted to answer the bell, and I got a ton of respect for Anders Lee and the way he plays and the way he leads over there. He certainly didn't have to answer that, and hang in there and stick up for your teammates. But it was one of those ones. I thought we were having a good first. Kind of wanted to set the tone. Obviously, I don't love the hit, and there's nothing wrong with the hit either, right? It's a clean, hard hit, but you want to stand up for your teammates, and that's what I felt like I was doing. And unfortunately, kind of the period went the other way after it. But I think looking back, I'd do the same thing again.
Looked like a respectful helmet. Looked like a respectful helmet to have, and maybe a couple kind words after it too.
Yeah, I think I know there's hatred when you're fighting. It's hit or be hit, but at the end of the day, you want everyone to skate away and be okay. And just said thanks for accepting it. And like I said, I got a ton of respect for what he does, how he plays the game, how he carries himself, and really appreciative that he accepted that one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Generation, but to deliver.
Yeah, it was obviously great to get a few tonight. You look at those games, especially Nashville, we had a ton of looks. Last game at home, some nice plays, and just wasn't going. And obviously, we're in a bit of a cold streak there. So I think for us, just getting back to the details of what's made us a good unit for both units, really. But the details and then the execution. And at the end of the day, I think the tendency can be when it's not going in, overpass and look for the perfect opportunity. And the mindset tonight against a pretty passive kill was just to, be aggressive, take what they give us, and anytime we could shoot the puck, get it there. And I think obviously the first power play of the game, we had some good looks, didn't go in, but it gave us momentum. The second one, you shoot the puck, and obviously good things happen once in a while. So it was nice to get that break. And then the third, same thing. I think we attacked their net a bunch of times, and you wear them down, keep it in, win battles. Puck recovery was great, and Fly made a great play to score. So we need to keep keep that tempo and build off that, for the rest of the year.
What's the role of having kind of multiple different options and looks, because you guys can set up on the right or at the top or wherever in terms of getting those goals afterwards?
Yeah, I think what's made our unit successful and the other unit as well is that there's not just one thing you can key in on. When we're in the right spots, when we're playing the right way and executing, really at all times there should be multiple options, and it's pretty tough to pre-scout that then for the opposing penalty kill. So that's been a strength of our unit and obviously the other unit as well. And like I said, I think the detail, the compete, the execution was there tonight, and that was the difference, in us breaking out of that skid.
I haven't talked about you guys, I don't know if you use these words, building back up, kind of getting your game back to where you want it to be. You thought today was a step in the right direction. Can you put your finger on where the feeling is that maybe you guys took a step back?
Well, I think just, when we're playing well, it's more so what do we pride ourselves on. I think it's our compete level, our execution, our structure defensively and all over the ice. And then our depth, our relentless, pursuit with all four lines and all three pairings. So, you look at that game today, I liked a lot of things that we did. I think that template of what I just described was a lot more on display. Obviously, we're in a league that, we want results. But I think if we play more of a game similar to that in a lot of areas, we'll continue to build. We're having a little bit of a hard time putting the puck in the net right now, and that hasn't been an issue all year, so I'm not worried about that. The goals are going to start coming, but, the effort, the execution, compete, I thought was there a lot more frequently tonight, and we'll have to build on that in the rest of this roadie.
You talk about build, and you just said the effort and compete was there frequently. Is the difference just between frequently and then all of the time? Is that the next step?
Sure, you want it every single shift, right? I think what I'm talking about is the execution and the template in our system was more frequently there. I thought the compete level was there tonight. I don't think that was an issue whatsoever. So, you want to play a perfect 60 minutes and, go out there and score and never let them score. And that's just not hockey most nights. So we've done a good job of being resilient, but our compete level I thought was there. And, our execution structure, that sort of looking how we'd like to look with all four lines and three pairings was better tonight than it's been. And, we still have levels to go, but we can build off that.
Thank you. execution. So where did that one go awry?
Not so much about the execution. I think that we had a fantastic first period, and we had a puck battle on the PK and gave up the weak side ice, and they obviously made a real nice play on it. Like I said, really liked our first. Liked a lot of our game. I thought the whole game, our pace and our pressure was back to what it when it's at its best. I thought that's a lot of what we did tonight, and we're in a funk right now when it comes to scoring goals, and teams go through these. You look around the league, lots happen in different spots, and just got to stay with it. For us, it's making sure that we're defending well, and if we got to win these games 1-0, we'll have to work to do that. But at the end of the day, I like that effort. I like the way we played, and I thought that we had a lot of opportunities there to win that hockey game.
That power play goal that they scored, where they win the battle and it's into kind of a seam play. You guys do that to teams more often than not. So was that a case of them doing to you what you'd like, and did it also maybe show Sandberg's absence a bit?
Well, I mean, other guys stepped in and did a real good job. But at the end of the day, we kind of got trapped with 3 on the wall, and it looked like we had the puck at one time, and we lost that battle. They got some numbers on it, and they made a bang play, and good power plays. I mean, anybody, if you give them the kind of space to do that, they're gonna execute, and they did tonight.
As Josh had said, you guys haven't really faced a scoring funk like this throughout the years. A good thing, potentially, you're going through this.
Yeah, I think all these things that we go through, over the 82 games, these are all lessons for you to learn how to, in the playoffs, these are things, to recognize that. How do you get out of it? You work harder. Maybe you don't get as cute. Maybe you shoot the puck more. Talked about our power play. I thought our power play was tremendous tonight because of the fact that we shot the puck. And I'm not talking about just go out and shoot the puck blindly. We set ourselves up to throw pucks in there quickly, and then, like we've all talked about this year, is it those sprays, those rebounds, those kind of creates the chaos, and that allows us to get into our game. And I think that when those things happen, and it's the same type of thing. I thought 5-on-5, we were throwing a lot of pucks there, had some really good looks, some wide open chances at the net front, and just stick with it. And like the power play, it'll get answered.
You joined your team and kind of talking about this game building back towards the template. Can you give us an idea of where you guys think you kind of fell off the template a little bit?
I think it's just more for the 60 minutes. I think that we've had spurts where we've been kind of, we've kind of gone into some lulls. I think maybe, where we've been really good this year is all 4 lines have been solid. Our defense have all been solid. I thought tonight that's what we got more of, that it was throughout our lineup. There's been times where maybe one line was off and the other ones couldn't, in the past and maybe picked them up. They're just different things kind of like that. For us, I think that, when we're good with our structure, when we're good with, how we defend and do those things first, we have the puck. Like tonight, we had the puck a lot, and possession time really showed it, and just stick with it and continue to work on it.
What's the early report on for Party?
We'll wait and see. I obviously banged his head there, so we'll just wait and see when we get tomorrow and go in the next couple of days here.
Looked like he got a little bit tangled up too, or was it mostly the head? His feet kind of got,
Yeah, I think it's his head. I really haven't found out yet, but so.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.